Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and I know this is a debut puzzle for once because it's a debut submission. That's what Rushby has said on their email. So in fact what they said, and this is brilliant, is that they just completed the Thermo app and decided to create their own puzzle, and it would be a Thermo. I think that's brilliant. I recommend our apps, not just now because you will enjoy them, but because they may inspire you to become constructors. And as Rushby can testify, you may feature on the channel. This is a Thermo Sudoku. Well, it's not quite just a Thermo Sudoku. There's one grey cell that is even, which is great. I'm looking forward to giving this a go. It's called A Little Nudge. We'll see how difficult it is when we try it. Thermo Sudokus can vary quite widely. And I've been having trouble lately with guessing from grids whether they're going to be relatively easy or relatively hard puzzles. I've got that wrong a few times, so we'll just see how we go today. Of course, all of our apps, including Thermo, they're all available on the links under the video. You can also find your way there to Patreon and support the channel with just a few pounds a month or dollars. We are or any currency you like, even if you've got those old Norwegian dollars. Sorry, that's a joke from an old stream that we did where I apparently said Norwegian dollars, knowing full well that the Norwegians use the krona. Anyway, those links under the video will take you to Patreon and the apps, also to Sven SUDOKU PAD and our merchandise. The first one will take you to this puzzle, the debut by Rushby, called A Little Nudge. And I guess it's time to go through the rules. So each row, column and box will contain the digits 1 to 9. That is normal Sudoku rules applying in this puzzle. And then on thermometers, digits increase from the bulb to the end. So here we've got two thermos, one going that way and one going that way. In fact, this is the end point for two separate thermos. And this is the beginning of two thermos as well. So do give it a try on the link under the video. No, hang on, digits in a grey square must be even. So that cell is even. That's it, give it a try. I'm gonna start now. Let's get cracking, see how we go. So, what are the lengths of these longer thermos? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is actually mirror symmetric. So that's 6 as well, but this one is longer, that's 7. Okay, so I'm gonna go with the Goodliffe system of fully pencil marking the longer thermos, just in case it is actually going to give me a clue here. I can see it coming in column 7. And there may be others that I'm not sure about yet, but this is the method that helps me assess that. Simon would just look at column 7 and go, there's a 6, 7, 8, 9 quad in those cells. I can't really do that somehow, but there is, and that's really important, I think. That 6, 7, 8, 9 quad is going to make this cell a 5. Not only that, just before I continue that thermo, it's going to make the other cells in the column 1, 2, 3, 4, which is going to be important here. So let's do the 5 first. That can run back down to the bulb of its thermo, and that's finished. Oh, okay. Things are opening up fast. We're going to look at those in a minute, but first I'm going to look at this cell, which cannot be 1 or 2 because it's the third cell along a thermo, so it can't be. That is 3 or 4. Now this, no point pencil marking this, there are 6 possible digits there, but here, only 2 in each of those cells. Now, what's the 1 doing in column 3? That is knocking 1 out of these bulbs, and then you can feed that all the way along these thermos and see what the outcome is. 5, look, yes, back into column 7, and that's given us a 7, 8, 9 triple. Isn't that pretty? I think it is. You know, people's views of, well, beauty is in the eye of the beholder is the classic phrase. Now, what's going on with this quad? One of those bulbs is a 2. Possibly more importantly, one of these knuckles of these thermos is a 5. So whichever one that is going to run out, whichever one of these is a 5, along the rest of its thermo to the tip, we're definitely going to get 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so in column 7, that means one of these two is a 9, and that means this cell isn't. Now, it probably means more than that. I don't normally like pencil marking across boxes, but now I've noticed that one of these has to be a 6, one of these has to be a 7, and one of these has to be an 8. I'm going to risk pencil marking, corner marking those, and just hoping that doesn't mess me up while I look for something else in the puzzle. Right, the rest of the cells in column 3 are 6, 7, 8, 9 because of the 2, 3, 4, 5 quad we created. Now, this can't be, neither of these can be 9. Oh, okay, that's giving me a weird X-wing. Now, I'm beginning to be glad I corner marked across boxes, because if I'd actually continued that up here, one of those would be a 9. Now, in this column, I've just found that 9 has to be, again, in either row 1 or row 9. That is interesting. What that's going to do is mean that as, let's just yellow these cells, as there must be a 9 in one of those two cells in column 7, and there must be a 9 in one of those two cells in column 3. There are 2 9s there in these yellow cells, and therefore no other candidates in row 1 and row 9 can be a 9, because the 2 9s are used in the yellow cells. This is a definitional X-wing, because the 9s are either there, and the 9s are either there, and the lines between those forms an X. So what that means is that the tips of these thermos can't be 9, which I thought was going to be quite a benign feature. No, I don't know. I mean, I'm certainly going to leave those yellow cells coloured, because I think that's important. But if I started pencil marking these, there'd be a lot of pencil marks. Let's look at this cell. One of these, at least, I mean, the least these two can be is 6 and 7. So the tip of the joint thermo must be 8 or 9. And 6 in this middle row can be placed now. And 7 in the middle row is in one of those. In fact, we've got a 7, 8, 9 triple. One of those two is a 7, definitely. 6 is in one of these. Not this one, because of the 6 that we've corner marked there. So 6 is in one of those cells. That's not a 6 now because of this 6. Oh, that's not a 6. But, this 6 actually killed them both off. Right, that's a 7, 8 pair. This is a 9. It's all a bit more straightforward. These now can't be 7 or 8. They are a 6, 9 pair. Now, do I know that one of these is a 6, or do I now know one of them is not a 6? I don't know either of those things, I think. I'm getting a bit confused, though. Okay, I'm interested in this cell. Close. You see, that could be a 1, so this might potentially be a 2, which is a shame, because otherwise, now that we know that this can't be 9, the highest this can be is 6. So this is from 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, and I really thought I was going to form a quadruple there. It does mean, well, in fact, I didn't need that. This can't be a 5. This can't be a 5, because that would be a 4, that would be a 3, and this cell would be broken. By the same token, this can't be a 4, because that would be a 3, and this cell would be broken. So now this can't be a 6, and this can't be a 7. And it's increased the likelihood of this being the 6, 7, 8 set rather than this. But this isn't doing the same work because it's not on a thermo as that was. 69718. Okay, I'm getting a little bit stuckity-poo now. There is a 6 in one of these cells. No, I don't know where I'm meant to be looking now. It's not clear to me. I was very fixated on one of these being a 5. Right, if that was the 5, this would be 3 or 4, and that would be a pair. And if that was the 5, this would be 6 and 7. So these would have to be 5, 6 with a 3, 4 pair there. That would be 2. This would be 1. And that doesn't lead me to a conclusion quite. This is 1, 5 or 7. It can't be 8 because of that. It can't be 6 or 2, 3 or 4. 1, 5 or 7. Oh, this can't be a 4. Now, if this was the 6, 7, 8 thermo, one of these is a 6, 7, 8 thermo, that would have to be a 2. But otherwise it can be a 6 or an 8, although that's putting quite a bit of pressure on this stuff up here. Oh, look, this is so blatant. I'm sorry I hadn't spotted this. Where does 9 go in this box? This is huge. That 9 says it can't be there. It can't be in these cells because they're not on the tip of a thermo. So it's in one of these and we know exactly where it is, and that clears up the X-Wing. That's been available for ages. I think that's going to clear up. Yeah, once this cell isn't a 9 and it's now 7 or 8, this can't be 8. And this is going to clear up all of that pencil marking, corner marking, and takes out the high digit. Now 5 in this column is here, and we can run that up the thermo. 5, 6, 7, 8 to the 9 at the tip. Okay, now that's progress, surely. Maybe not. What about this? This now can't be 8 or 4. It is 2 or 6. If it was 6, this would have to be a 4, 5, 7 set. With a 3 there. Can't quite see why that would be forbidden. Oh, 9 in this box is now in one of those two, and one of those two in box 3. 9 could be not on the tip, it's there. Oh, this tip. 6, 8 and 9 are gone in this row. So that is 7 or 5, let's say, or 4. This is less, so this is 5 or 4. Oh, it can't be 5. We've had 5 in the box. Ah, this must be 4. And that must be 7. Is that right? No, this could be 3. I was missing a number. Bother. This is 3 or 2. And this is 1 or 2. But that is a 1, 2, 3, 4 quad. In fact, that is a 2, 3, 4 triple. So now in box 7, I can fill in a 1 and a 7. This is an 8, 9 pair. 8 has to be in one of those cells. 7, 6, 8, 9. 5 must be in one of these two. Which isn't as helpful as I thought. Must be in one of those two. Oh, what's this? Oh, excuse me. Oh, no, it's okay. I think somebody will get the door for me today. That's good. Right, what is this cell, though? It can't be 5, 6, or 7, and it can't be 9. I think it's 4 or 8. Doesn't that get anything done? Doesn't look like it, does it? Oh, here, these, I didn't pencil mark these earlier because I thought it was a bit busy, but 2, 3, 4, 5 are all that's left in this box, and that's suddenly useful in column 2 because that is a 2, 3, 4, 5 quad. So this is a 6, 7, 8 triple. Now, 1 in the box, in box 1, must be on the bulb. These, or 5 in the box, must be here. And this is 2, 3, or 4, and surely that's going to give me something in this row. Isn't it? Not really, but it does tell me that 1 is in one of those cells and one of these 3 cells. Therefore not on this bulb. Yeah, that wasn't all that useful. I really, if that was a 2, this would be a 3, 4 pair. You'd get 5, 6 here. So 6 is now in one of those 2 cells, because if that's not a 2, it's a 6. But if it is a 2, that 3, 4 pair will give you a 6 here. So that has become a 7, 8 in the yellow cell. This is a 7 here. 8 is in one of these 3 and can be placed in box 1. In fact, better than that, we place 8, then this becomes 6 because of the 7 we put in, that becomes 7. Now, I've got a 1, 2, 3, 4 triple. Those can't be 1, so they're from 2, 3, 4. Something must be breaking in this box now, come on. 1, 2, 3, 4 quad here in box 3, that's very unexpected. Okay, so the 1 is here, and then a 2, 3, 4 triple. Now, 5, 6, 7, 9, that is a 7, 9 pair. This is 5 and 6. Thermo tells us the order. That's kind. Right, what have we got left in this row? 1 of 2, 3, 4. I was going to say it has to be here, but it could be here. Oh, irritating. This is clever. This is a good puzzle, this. I like it. 6 there. No, I said, sorry, 6 not there. 6 actually is there because 5 goes here and now 6 must go here. My brain is getting ahead of my ability to actually understand what it's thinking, which is very, very kind of it. I just wish it would let me catch up so I can explain things to you. Now, those can't be 5. One of these is a 5. I feel like we're close to a finish, but I still don't really know which way it's going. This is weird. That 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that, if that's done and I can't see it, I feel there's a chance that that is the case. Let's get rid of the yellow colouring, because what good is that doing us now? None. All those digits have been filled in. Now, this is not 5, 6, 7 anymore. It's not 9 in the box. 6, 7, 8, 1, 5. I don't know what this is. Oh, is there something very, very clear that's been... Oh, that can't be an 8. Never, probably. Ah, so 8's definitely on this thermo. I don't think that actually tells me anything about the thermo that I need to know. 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm not getting much out of boxes 5 and 6, probably because there are very few thermos running through them. 8 has to be in one of those 2 cells in this box. Therefore, it's not here. That's a 9. Now, 2, 3, 4, 9 in this row. Oops, sorry. 2, 3, 4, 9 in row 7. 1 and 5 still to place. 4 must also be here. That's no use. I just want to tidy this one up, and then we're done, I think. But that's an easy thing to claim until I do it. One of those 2 is a 2. Is that useful? No, sir. Now, if that was a 4, this would have to be a 2, and that would be a 3. Either way round, one of these two is a 1. One of these two is a 1. That's how that comes to pass. Ah, what's going on, people? What's going on, Rushby? 1, 3, 4, or 5 there. 1, 2, 4, or 5 here. Now, this is actually almost a quadruple or something. There's some digit that could be placed here. 9. No, 9 in the column is in one of those two. Okay, if that was 7, ooh, it would have a lot of pressure, wouldn't it? If that was 7, there'd be a lot of pressure. And if it's not, it's part of a quadruple that's helpful. Right, this is something to focus on. So if that's 7, these are both 8, and that's 9. Now, what does that do? You've got 7, 8 here then. That, well, it could work. Those would both be 7s. I can't see it. I can't see it. This is 1, 2, or 3 just by Sudoku. So that could be a 3, and then this would be a 4, 8 pair. Or if that's not a 3, this is 4, 8. Then we've got a 1, 2, 3 pair here, and I don't know what to do with it. 7 is definitely in one of those cells. It's just Sudoku. 6 is in one of these. Is it the grey cell? The grey cell must... we have to apply our little grey cells to the grey cells sometimes. But I don't know what it's doing. I just can't see. Maybe it's something that this can't be. This is 1, 2, no, 2, 3, or 9, given everything it can see in Sudoku terms. That's interesting. That means that 5 is in one of these two cells. Look, there is a 5 X-wing going on there. I don't think it helps. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 1, 8, or 9. That's not going to do anything. But what was I looking at before? Can't remember now. 1, 2, 3, 6, 9. Is it about this thermo? Oh, I was originally studying, could that be 7? Because that would put 8, 9 here. In fact, 8 is definitely on this thermo. 9, not so sure. 8, 9. It really isn't obvious to me to do what to do with the rest. This is interesting. I mean, I don't think this is insoluble at all. I think I'm just missing what I should be spotting at this point. 5, 6, 7, 8. There's a 1 in one of those. 2, 3, 4. 8 is in one of those 3 cells. 7, 8, 9. I strongly believe this isn't a 7. But I'm really struggling to prove it. Okay, the other way of looking at it is, if it was 1 or 5, it's part of a 1, 3, 4, 5 group in the column. With 2, 6, everything else is 7, 8, or 9. And that is 9. And this is 8. And that is 7. I mean, the whole column, or the higher digits in it, all get prescribed. Ah, that's interesting. So if that is 1 or 5, this is a 1, 3, 4, 5 group. That becomes 9. and this has to be 8. If this is 7, this is also obviously 8. So either way round, that's an 8. 9 on the bulb, on the tip, because of the thermo rule. Now, these can't be 9s anymore. 8 in the centre is in one of those two positions in the central box. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are all pencil marked. 9 in this column still has 2 positions, but that 8, 9, has that got anything done? I'm not sure. I mean, I was quite pleased with that deduction. If that doesn't really open it up. Oh, look, 2, 3 pair now here. So that's a 4. Okay, this is something now. 2, 3 pair up here. This is not a 4. Oh, much more importantly, this knuckle is a 3. We can trace that down to its bulb. Yes, we can finish off the low digits in row 8. I've got a 4, 8 pair left. Can't do them yet. Now, in this bottom row, those can't be 1 or 2. We've got a 3, 4, 5 triple. That can't be 2, and that's a bulb, so this can't be 3. So the 3, the 3 in this box still has 2 positions. Let's just be careful here with the rest. 9, 3, 7, 7, 4, 1, 8. There's a 3, 4 pair. Good. 2 on the bulb there. That's a 3, and that isn't. Now, what did we ever form that 1, 4, 3, 5? No. Quad or triple. That, we formed that 3, 4 pair that I was speculating earlier. So we get a 2 in the even cell. We've got a 1, 4 pair up at the top here. They're not resolved. 7, 2, 3, 4, 1, 8. This has become a 9. That makes this a 4 on the tip. And that is probably actually going to do quite a lot of work. We've got the bottom 3 rows done apart from that 4, 8 pair. This can't be 5 now. It still could be very low or very high, which is a bit weird. That 1, 4 pair has been sorted out. This is now a 1, 8 pair in the centre. So that's a 7. It is a 7. I thought it wouldn't be on the bulb. This is 9 to complete the column. 7, 2, 9, 3, 1, 8. We've got 5 and 6 to place here. Let's get rid of the corner marks because they've done their job. In fact, I can actually resolve the 1 and 8 now. And that's become a 1. Nice last corner mark. These are a 3, 5 pair. Yes, I do know the order. This is a 2, 4 pair, and I don't know the order yet, but I do as soon as I write that 2 in. Oh, there's a 3 and a 4 waiting to be done up at the top. So now it's just the last 2 columns left. 4 there, 3, 9 pair, but the 4 has sorted out 8 and 4. That sorts out 8 and 7. That does 9 and 7. That does 9 and 3. That keeps 3 out of the corner and finishes the puzzle. And there we go. The solution is correct. 26 minutes. Nice puzzle, Rushby. Very good thermo Sudoku. I've been delighted to have that in the app. That's really neat. And most enjoyable. Thank you for sending it. And very, very warm welcome to the channel as a constructor. And we'll be back with more Sudoku tomorrow. Thank you for watching the solve of that puzzle. And I hope to see you again. Bye for now.